This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life.
What a joke! Take a break?
Beware the creatures of the night.
With one heart, we pray for flame. A moonlit night for all. How tiresome. A spot of tea-time entertainment.
Observe to dust.
You poor lost love.
Be silent. Close your eyes. To dust.
Utensils at the ready. Off to the freezer. A burst of flavor. Come on, keep up. What a joke.
A dash of frosting.
Dreams converge.
Observe. eyes.
A little remove, but... Ha!
Let's test my hypothesis.
Goose on the loose!
Be silent. Close your eyes. Night falls.
Off to the freezer!
Observe. Be silent. To die.
A spot of tea time entertainment.
Close your eyes. Be silent.
A new moon rises.
The pinnacle of excellence! A little amuse bouche!
Let's test my hypothesis.
Observe. Fear the dark.
How tiresome. Come on, keep up.
Finally. Done.
The wrong test subject.
Take a break, pick up the pace. Come on, keep up. Pick up the pace. Well. Oh, this is inconvenient. Take a break. How tiresome. Take a break. Come on, stop! I spot a tea-time entertainment. Surge, a moonlit night for all.
A burst of flavor.
Night falls.
Add Thank you for Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the adventure.
Ready to taste ya. Ready to taste you.
Witness my rise.
Ready to taste my fist. The long sleep beckons. Be silent.
Let the mighty be humble. Silence.
What the?
Use of force authorized.
I never thought those out.
Leave this place. Wayne, green moons converge.
Resistance is futile.
What a joke.
Save yourself. Use of force authorized.
You wanna fight? Fine. Let's go. You wanna fight? Fine. Let's go. You wanna fight? Fine. Let's go.
Settle down.
Fine. You wanna fight? Let's go.
What a waste of time!
For the everlasting forest. Fearless. Take a break.
Run while you still can! There's nowhere to hide! What a waste of time!
Merciless. Paradigm shift. Ha.
Come here, close! Watch out! A proper send-off!
Close your eyes.
Come no closer.
This is where
My command. Condense and crystallize.
Silence.
Be silent. Close your eyes. Do you fear the dark?
transfixed! What
We got
a waste
ourselves
of
a
time!
straggler. You poor lost lamb.
Annihilate!
Mine to wield.
What a waste of time! Coming at ya! A proper send-off!
Everyone hold hands. Make yourselves at home.
Overruled! Witness my rise! Laid bare!
Trespass at your head.
Beware the creatures of the
Brief
night.
respite.
Be silent. Observe.
Where are you?
I see everything.
Coming at ya! Coming at ya! Transfixed!
Your prayers go unheard. The footsteps of
Coming
the
at ya!
pious.
Attack!
Let us have space.
Be silent. Observe.
Everlasting as the moon!
Retreat.
Overruled!
Your sins denounced.
Close your eyes. To dust. Be silent.
A new moon rises.
Leave this place. By the frostman of old. How tiresome.
A spot of tea time entertainment.
this the hard way.
This way, journalism. Sharing my knowledge.
Observe. Be silent. Night falls.
Looking for trouble?
Witness my rise. Overruled.
Coming at ya!
So we're doing this the hard way.
Observe. Fear the dark.
Committed to memory.
Hey there! A proper send-off!
Looking for trouble?
Grow, grow, grow! The Temple of Wisdom!
Close your eyes. Observe. Be silent. Fear the dark.
Everlasting as the moon. Transfixed.
Coming at ya! Hiya!
Merciless. You poor lost lamb. With one heart.
What a joke!
Merciless. To the void.
Wings converge!
Forest, protect us by the frost moon of old. Merciless.
Let's test my hypothesis.
Paradigm shift.
Surge! A moonlit night for all.
For the everlasting forest. You poor.
What a joke!
Laid bare.
This way, journalism.
Close your eyes. Be silent.
A proper send-off! Coming at ya!
Sharing my knowledge.
Overruled.
Committed to memory. Help!
Watch out! Coming at ya!
Observe. Night falls.
Witness my rise. Transfixed.
Grow, grow, grow! Make yourselves a room!
Coming at ya! Hey there! A proper send...
Close your eyes. Night falls.
Take a break?
Leave this place with one heart.
Green moons converge. A spot of tea-time entertainment. How tiresome. Surge.
Merciless. Into the void.
Flame.
Forest, protect.
Merciless. Paradigm shift.
Take a break.
I bet I could put ingredients in the snow instead of a freezer. Know of any new orchestral pieces? I like to swap out the background music in the kitchen once in a while. It's a great way to find new inspiration.
When you encounter small obstacles, you can simply clamber over them. You can slide to navigate through low, narrow tunnels. Obstruction ahead. You may be able to use the explosives nearby. Shoot the explosives to detonate them and clear the path. Since elemental energy is unavailable in the Shadow Realm, ammunition is an important resource. You can replenish your ammunition at various... For long-range targets, try using the scope to line up your shot. Many hostile units approaching. I suggest...
Defenses have been breached! Cover! Requesting backup!
Need a refill.
More enemies detected. Try attacking with the newly unlocked Assault function.
Charge.
Defenses have been breached! Where's the...
Need a refill.
Aim at the freeze mark and pull the trigger to move using the rope. Take great care not to fall down.
Press the advantage! You don't scare me! It's over.
Switch mode.
Some supply points can restore a small amount of stamina. Press on. You should be able to use the prime ice. Construct left here to cover long distances. I recommend if you detach...
Charge.
recharge. Nice.
Defenses have been breached!
Gotta recharge.
Where's the back?
Sprint at the prime ice launcher to reach high places with ease.
Gotta recharge. Time to catch my breath.
Where's the back?
Usable munitions detected. Frag crystal.
I can't take much more! Taking cover!
Gotta recharge.
Take great care not to fall down.
Where's the back? Where's the... Out of ammo! Reloading! I'm hit! It's over.
Shift your center of gravity and slide down.
The exit is right ahead. We are very close now. However,
It's like they're trying to keep us trapped here. That platform and the carriages are swarming with undead fatuity. Guess we gotta storm through.
Back in business. Need a refill.
find switching to assault mode makes your attacks more effective.
Mind the rhythm.
Where's the... Where's the...
Nice. Gotta recharge. Reload.
We're almost there! Huh?
Looks like the Shadow Realm is about to sink back down into the depths.
The exit is...
You mean this weird bubble thing? Wait,
No time to think. We just gotta go for it. Looks like I was right. I can't believe the Shadow Realm manifested right on the railroad tracks. It's almost unheard of. Lucky we made it out. All thanks to you and that awesome gun.
Ah, so you have heard of the Golden City before?
yeah, it came up a whole bunch in Nocrai. You're a pretty neat surprise in that sense, aren't you, Goggles? We had no idea they left cool gadgets like you behind.
Make no mistake, it was a team effort. For a first-time firearm user, your performance was quite outstanding, far beyond my expectations. As Alosha said, it is highly unusual for the Shadow Realm to manifest in a place.
Oh, let's hope not. If anything else goes wrong with this trip, Paimon's gonna have train trauma for life.
The Shadow Realm can appear anywhere, not just on the railroad. I am simply advising that we take sensible precautions. Now, if you wish to further calibrate and upgrade your firearm, you may do so over there, provided you have the necessary components. Please take a moment to catch your breath while I repair the body of the train. Amongst other...
Oh, thanks, Goggles. You're a trusty train conductor.
Yes, of course. And just like the Eye of Grey, I am sure it will be a great asset to you in your future adventures. If not the trust...
Let's get some fresh air while the Eye of Grey fixes the train.
forget all about the Shadow Realm. It was so creepy in there. Stretching our legs might help take our mind off things. It's so quiet here for a train station. Not a person in sight. Just abandoned houses. Huh? So much for repair? You've swapped our train out for a whole new model!
My plan was to restore the train to its original appearance per my records as quickly as possible. Now that the repairs are complete, the train offers optimized performance.
Didn't know trendiness was a parameter.
According to my calculations, parameterization is the most effective way for the Eye of Grey to understand trendiness.
Hyperborea, huh? I'm sure I've heard of that in a story somewhere. What an incredible little gadget you are.
They call this a pleasant surprise, right? They really had to build the railroad over a canyon, huh?
You might want to avoid looking down if you're afraid of heights.
No, it's not that. Paimon's just praying that we don't have yet another accident. That mountain is breathtaking. Reminds Paimon of Dragonspine.
They say this mountain's the domain of a Snegovic lord. A lot of the Snegovic retreated there to live in seclusion, so it's a pretty mysterious place. You hear all kinds of stories. Even the residents of the nearby town of Svietlo-Lidovka steer clear of the summit, and they make a living off of harvesting prime ice. Look, Snezhnograd's just up ahead.
Passengers, please step back. Let others off before boarding.
Here we are. Welcome to Snezhnograd train station, the biggest transport hub in the nation.
Wow! It's so majestic! Just flying from one side to the other would probably leave Paimon out of breath!
It's built for maximum efficiency, but yes, transferring trains here can be a little tiring. In the future, you can use this train station to travel anywhere you want in Snezhnaya. For now, though, come with me. Let's get Paimon checked out. This way. There's a lift car that goes straight to Sapoliarny.
What am I supposed to do?
Look! Look! They have really funny-looking hats! And those ones are about the same height as Paimon! But it looks like they can't fly!
Those would be Volkudlak and Domovoy. You'll also see the winged Vila and the snowborn Snegovic amongst others.
No wonder! We'd heard that Snezhnaya used to be the realm of the Fae. Paimon can really see it now!
I love the snow. It's so beautiful and peaceful. Then I can have snowball fights with the Kuhenki. Shall we have one now?
All right, whose wings need clipping?
Anytime, any place.
Take me up! Yeah! Let's fly!
Rise with the sun! Hip. Hup. Light it up! Rise with the sun!
You wanna fight?
Show me.
Let's go!
Take me up!
Gotcha!
Locked on!
Just you. Boy.
Open fire!
Just you.
Locked on!
Dividing the loot is often a cause of conflict, but luckily for you, I don't.
Let's fly!
Traveler? Shh, I'm hunting. Don't look so surprised. There are all kinds of prey out in this. Well, all you need to know is that these aren't Fae you want to mess with. They aren't legitimate organizations like the Fatui, but their roots run just as deep. Here in Snezhnaya, most things considered prey are dangerous to get involved with, but a hunter has to make a living. Rumor has it that some of these gangland folks have connections at the Energy Commission, and they've got a real hoard of Kresny Crystal. All for smuggling, of course. It won't appear on Project Stooge's ledger, so no officials will invest. Don't worry. Like I said, Fey gangs aren't legitimate organizations. Once the crystal has been distributed to freezing villagers, do you really think they'd dare go door to door to take it right back under the Druzhna's nose? And as for me, they can't trace this back to me. Just doing what needs to be done. Besides, it's nothing particularly noble. I'm just one. It's always good to have extra help, but you know what? With your skills, you'll be fine. Good boy. Sit. Are there horns inside? And how about claws? So, the gang's heavyweights are present and they're armed. How many horns are we talking? Still can't count to 10, huh? Looks like I'll have to go and check for myself. I'm confident I can figure out their exact traveler. Excuse me.
Where'd you come from, kid?
I'm just a hunter.
Save it, kid. You better scram.
All right. 2 outside the door.
The heck do you mean by that?
Like I said, I'm hunting.
There's the gunshot. It's go time.
Show me what you got. My fists.
Knock them down.
Let's search the place and see where they hid the crystal.
Dividing the loot is often a cause of conflict, but
Not a single piece? A key and a card? What do you think they're for? Hold on to the card for now. As for the key, it's probably for that door over there. Makes sense if you think about it. Hoarding crystal is dicey business right now, so they'd want to keep their stash well hidden. Sure. Assuming this key unlocks the door. There's nothing here. Did we just get unlucky this time? This ice. No, this ice is fresh. 2 safeguards in a row. Must be quite the hoard. No problem. It hasn't formed for long, so this should be a cinch. Sure enough, there's a path. Traveler, let's go. On reflection, that was a risky move I made back there. Diving headfirst into a suspicious cave isn't how an experienced hunter should operate. But it had to be done. Too many...
Stay back!
Wait, what? How are their gang members here too? Not just yet. Not until we know what's going on. Looks like there are 2 groups over there. I'll need to use my scope to see clearly.
I said stay back! All of you! I've got the detonator in my hand!
Hey, cool it. I told you.
Not a chance! Anyone who finds treasure out in the wild gets a share of it. Old Sire's rules. These Myla family will get their fair share for old Sire's sake. You think you could just show up here and expect us to walk away empty-handed? That's not what the rules say!
They're arguing over how to split the loot?
Oh, you think you've hit the jackpot, huh? All you've managed to do is block the way in. Bet you tried to get in, but failed, didn't you? You ain't getting nothing.
So what? We found this place first. There's gotta be a finder's fee for that, at least. Old Sire!
Old Sire is dead. Or were you hoping Smee would pick up where he left?
What about Lady Voronina? You saying you're not scared of her either?
Oh, you!
Look, the only reason any of us are able to get by in this ash heap they call Snezhnaya is times have been tough for everyone. I get that. But if you break the rules, you can bet your life that Lady Voronina will be hearing about it!
All right, so we're doing this the hard way.
Don't you dare try anything.
Stop!
We're all playing the same game, so don't take me for a fool. You never meant to let us get out alive. We weren't the ones who stopped playing nice first. Didn't think you'd go this far for these antiques. But it looks like they'll sell for a lot more than I thought. And we want our share.
Antiques? Sell them? You short-sighted fools. You're the reason we're always getting trampled underfoot.
Oh, save it. You gonna make a deal or not?
Looks like we've run into another bunch of crooks robbing crooks. Valuable antiques, apparently. Fey gangs are known to smuggle that kind of stuff. We can't just hand antiques out to the villagers directly, though. We'll have to find a way to trade them in for Mora. But that, I can work with. The only thing that won't work is leaving here empty-handed. Leave this to me. Go, Tagarin.
Show me what. We got company?
Surge, a new moon rises.
Cover me!
Drat! Leave him be. We took care of the guys outside. If he wants to call for backup, he'll have— Let's go take a look inside. Antiques was right. None of— If you're curious, I know a guy in the Rokot who's a bit of— This thing clearly isn't going anywhere. Let's start with whatever we can carry. But with this barrier blocking the way, we can't get any further inside.
Shadow Realm barrier device detected. With the right
An access card. Wait, that card we found earlier. Try it. With any luck, this might be what it's for. Everything else aside, still, if they knew they'd need this to clear the way, why? Clearly this card is very important. I just wonder why they'd exercise this much caution over a bunch of antique. Guess we'll just have to head inside and take a look. We can study this card and that pedestal later when we have the— What is it? It's clearly not from this era either. Nothing else around here looks that valuable. We gotta make this hunt worth it somehow. I remember now. Pretty sure the drawing on the blueprint was this not sure. All I remember is that since the Fey gangs value this device so much, we might as well give it a try. So warm.
Huh. Looks like the intel was good.
Tagarn, don't move.
Smart choice if you ask me. Now, the moment I let—
So you came right back here without calling for backup? That wasn't—
Shut it! My men were wiped out, and I lost the access card. After all the manpower we put into it, the boss will have my head on the spot! I'm not leaving without that card! That and this equipment are crucial to the boss, so hand it over! Don't tell me you're after this technology too. Oh.
You're overcomplicating this.
Don't play games with me. After the old man died, the High Table decided we'd— Nowadays, we risk our necks digging stuff up in the Shadow Realm. And then what?
Tagarn, down.
What the?
Down means to prepare to attack. Sit is staying put.
Who sent you? Who are you with?
No one. I'm just a hunter. So it's a prototype Kresnik's torch? Well, it really is unique. I've seen a lot of Crystal. This place makes a perfect shelter. I'll bring all the— This looked touch and go for a while. Oh, I'm sure that if we kept following the trail, we could end up accomplishing something pretty monumental. But I'm also sure that would involve pointing my gun at more people along the— Question for you. What do you think is the difference between a hunter and an adventurer? With the sprawling wilderness before them, a hunter turns back after catching their prey. But an adventurer... So? I'll let you hold on to that access card and any weapon parts we find here. You're the most famous member of the Adventurers Guild after all. Of course, I know that. Anyway, let's bring the villagers over. Turns out there's another exit here. I only noticed it when we were escorting the villagers over. Might be we did good today. Thanks for all pleasantries aside. Here's your payment, so please take it. If you ever need a hand in the future, I'll be ready to do my part.
You keep them. I no longer need offerings.
Well, you really want to try this sled?
This pedestal looks interesting. I'm curious.
Well, for starters, I can definitely confirm that it's Shadow... Hey there, I'm Trapeznikov, a friend of Alosha's.
Remember when I said I was gonna bring someone I know from the Rokot? This is the guy. He's a real expert on Shadow Realm tech. So anyway, the pedestal. Any idea what it does?
Looks to me like some sort of device for browsing information. But you need the right access to unlock it.
Establishing user permissions. Activated.
Looks like we can use this pedestal to look up information on...
Great. Mystery solved, I guess.
This access card of yours is really quite something, Traveler. It activated this pedestal, opens barriers. I expect we'll need to unlock the relevant clearance first, though. You want me to teach you? I'm afraid my knowledge is rudimentary at best, but I'll do my best to answer any questions you have.
I don't sing for anyone in particular. Still, if someone...
Burn it down! Wrath from the skies! The rewards of an adventure worth remembering.
Show me what you got. Kiss my fists.
Having second thoughts?
Not bad.
Having second
The
thoughts?
flame burns on.
Having second thoughts?
Observe. The long sleep beckons.
Just you wait.
Shut up!
Goodness, how the world has changed. Might I ask, when did the custom of placing Close your eyes.
Rise with the sun! Full throttle! Light it up! Rise with the sun!
Ready to spice things up.
Nice and cool. Natland does have places like this.
To the left is the market of Zolny. They sell everything there. You can often... To the right, you'll see the Korolyevsky Theater in the distance.
Look at that! Incredible!
Light it up!
Wow! Snezhnegrad is stunning! Seeing it with her own...
I found it pretty stunning when I first came here too. But I soon found out that stunningly beautiful means stunningly expensive. I'm just a small-time hunter, so Zolny is where I spend most of my time. This way will take us to
Is that...
Yeah, I mean, there are places to stay in Zolny, but I highly doubt they'd meet your standard. Most of the stoves are out of crystal, the windows are drafty, and at night...
Yep, no way. Not a... Fine then. It's your treat. Paimon will save her money for buying a nice little cake. Don't worry, you'll get some too.
I'm glad to see you've perked up. If you find yourselves in the mood for some sightseeing later, there's a few places around here worth seeing. This way leads to Zapoliarny Palace, which serves as the Tsaritsa's audience chamber and also her personal quarters. The adjacent block is kind of a city in its own right. That's Glupov, the headquarters of the Fatui. Inside, there's a munitions factory known as the Armory Palace, producing a constant supply of all kinds of equipment for the Fatui. A lot of important research happens there too. And over there is the Snezhnegrad Vecha, where all the big shots meet regularly to make policy decisions. These places are best admired from a distance. I'm sure I don't need to explain why.
Yeah, they probably have super strict security.
The downtown area is near the center of Zapoliarny. That's where you'll find the restaurants, bookstores, and gift shops. Another place of interest is the Northland Bank, which is over this way. Oh, and I'm sure you'll want to make contact with the Adventurers Guild at some point, right? That's right here.
Ooh, speaking of adventuring, we use alchemy quite a lot. Do you know where we can find a crafting bench?
No one practices alchemy at Snezhnegrad, I'm afraid. Apparently there's some historical reason for it.
Oh. We'll just have to use the one on the train then. Kinda inconvenient. Wait, how come there's one on the train if that's Snezhnayan too?
Yeah, I don't know. Not my area of expertise. Still, I wouldn't say the absence of alchemy makes life here any less convenient. Anyway... Finally, there's Zolny in that direction. It's mostly residential buildings and factories, but there's a few shops too. Worth a look around if you're interested. That's about it. You guys go ahead and get checked in while I track down my doctor friend.
Sounds good. Thanks for all the recommendations. It'll be good to get out of the cold wind. I'm starting to feel another headache coming on.
Podvorye restaurant is right this way.
Burn it down! Light it up! Rev the engines! Hit. Rise with the sun! Light it up! with the sun! Ka- Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope.
You all missed a good time. You all missed the good times.
Exploration and trials. Burn it down! Light it up! Full throttle! Burn it down!
Looks like you get what you pay for, huh? Paimon likes this room a lot. Yeah, much better now that we're out of the cold. Oh, thanks for taking such good care of Paimon. Honestly, she feels kind of bad for throwing a wrench in the works. If this were anywhere else, we'd be out investigating and adventuring by now. But instead, we're stuck here waiting for a doctor. You're right. No need to push ourselves too hard for no reason. A lot happened on our way into the city. Let's review what we've learned so far and try to figure out what to do next. Obviously, the million more question is, what is this Aritza planning? Everything else leads back to that. And so far, we've learned that in addition to the 7 Gnosis, her plan also requires a ton of energy. But we won't get to see her anytime soon. Alosha said that she went east to fight that big monster. It must be a pretty powerful one if it can blanket the whole of Snezhnaya in a snowstorm this awful. To be honest, what we're really lacking right now is information. The Paimon can think of a few people who might be able to help us, but... Right! And when we left Notcry, Sandrone specifically left a message reminding us which side we're on. So, it's unlikely they'd tell us anything confidential about the Sarit. Yeah, fair point. Besides, that Gloopov place is right nearby. We've got nothing to lose, so it'd be a waste not to go. There's gotta be someone there willing to talk to us, right? Maybe Arlecchino or Sandrone? Or possibly Tartaglia. But it's unlikely we could sweet-talk Arlecchino, let alone Sandrone. She basically told us to stay in her lane already. Was all the way back in Fontaine, right? Too bad we missed him in Notcry. Apparently, he came to help out.
Hello. Is there a traveler in Paimon in there?
That's Alosha! Come in!
Hello, I'm Dr. Luneva. Alosha mentioned that one of you is feeling a little under the... I see. So you're my patient today, yes? And you're, Faye, I presume?
Good question. Paimon's not too sure either, but she's definitely not the same kind of Fae as the ones we saw at the train station. Is that gonna be an issue?
Not exactly. It's just, I'm used to treating human patients. Fae tend to be far more resilient than even the healthiest and most long-lived of humans. But don't worry, I do have some experience treating Fae. I've even diagnosed plenty of cats and dogs in my time. Safe to say, I have a fairly eclectic range of...
It'll be fine. Paimon's basically the same as a human, right? We're no different when it comes down to it, are we? More like you don't eat enough. The more talking you do, the more you need to eat.
Now, please take a seat. Okay, vital signs are good. Test results are all within normal range. I can give you some medicine to tide you over. But as long as you rest properly for the next couple of days, you should feel better. Make sure to keep an eye on your temperature, though. If you find yourself with a persistent low-grade fever, or if your symptoms don't improve, just contact me again.
Sounds like there's no cause for alarm.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're very welcome. Just doing my job. I'll leave you in peace now. Time to visit my next patients.
Take care. You heard the doctor. Best you rest up here for a couple days. No sightseeing for the time being.
Alright then. Guess we've got no choice. Let's just treat it as a short vacation.
I have to get back to it. If you need anything else from the doctor or me, go to the Hunter Trade Station in Zolny. Hey, no big deal. You saved my life in the Shadow Realm. This is the least I could do. See you around.
All right. Time to find Child and see what he can tell me.
Light it up! Rise with the sun! Burn it down!
Hold on. Please display your invitation letter or permit. Glupov does not accept meeting requests without a Might I ask who you're hoping to visit? Another one who thinks the rules don't apply to them. I don't understand why people think they can just talk their way in here. You don't just show but I have to go through the motions for protocol's sake. Honestly, it's such a waste of time asking when I already know what the answer's gonna be. Wait a moment. I'll pass on your message. If Child is unavailable, you'll have to go. Lord Child is a busy man. He's probably not in Glupov at present. If I were you, I'd cut your losses. No point waiting any longer. Even if you two are old friends as you claim, please understand that the Fatui Harbingers are often busy with their official duties. They tend not to stay in Glupov. Next time, stick to the rules. You'll make life easier for both of us, Greetings, Lady Marionette.
I'll take care of our guest here. It's her first time in Snezhnaya, so it's no surprise that she doesn't. I trust no choice words have been exchanged. No misunderstandings I should be aware of.
No, Lady Marionette. No incidents to report. Whew, that was a close call. Good thing I played it cool.
Is that right? Good to know. Wait, where's Paimon? Under the weather? That's hard to imagine. I take it she's still adapting to the climate. Happens to a lot of people. It's even colder here than in Nodcry. Has she seen a doctor? All right then. Well, let me know if you run into any other problems. Why else? I was just about to sit down for some much-needed tea time when I heard that an old friend of Tartaglia's had shown up outside. No appointment, nothing. And, as obnoxious as it may be to show up uninvited at Glupov, I couldn't help but take pity on the poor soul who was waiting outside in vain. So I had no choice but to abandon my freshly brewed piping hot tea and come to see this mystery guest for myself. Well, I felt our time working together in Nodcry warranted some courtesy. I couldn't exactly let you freeze to death out here in the wind. Unfortunately, I can't invite you inside either. The rules of Glupov wouldn't allow it, and as a harbinger, I have to lead by example. On the plus side, Snezhnograd actually has some class, unlike Nasha Town. Torchlight Books has a very nice selection of teas and cakes, so we can catch up there. Your treat, of course. Because I already wasted one perfectly good cup of tea today. That's why.
Safe travels, friend. Wishing you all the best.
Nice and cool. Natlan doesn't have places like this. Rise with the sun!
I've ordered for the both of us. No objections, I assume. I'm sure you trust my taste. Okay, let's get down to business. Wanna take a guess? Of course you'd say that. You shouldn't underestimate Counselor Tartaglia, you know. That's right. I'm sure you've heard of the Snezhnograd Vecha by now. They'll be discussing yet another extension to Project Stooge. Yeah, he's more of the shoot first, ask questions later sort, isn't he? It all started with a very detailed letter that Capitano left for the jester, Piero, before leaving for Natlan. In that letter, he detailed the future arrangements for his subordinates. All of his key people were reassigned to Tartaglia. I guess he'd already prepared to leave us for... That was his reaction, too. Why me? With a bewildered look on his face. He'd always assumed Capitano looked down on him. He was a man who kept his thoughts to himself and barely spoke to him the whole time they'd known each other. But he occasionally brought Tartaglia along to my tea parties back in the day. So to the rest of us, it was clear that Capitano had quite... By the rest of us, I mean my tea party regulars. Arlecchino, Rosaline, and... Actually, not Columbina. She was probably... Anyway, then the Liu-S situation happened. Normally, it took a lot to get under Capitano's skin, but that time he was furious. Basically, Tartaglia probably had the wrong idea about Capitano all along. Right up until Piero, Capitano believed that despite Tartaglia's... Yeah, it's one of the few things that I'd agree those two have in common. But there's one other reason. He knew that after he was gone, several of the others, with the ones who stood to benefit the most being the Rooster, Pulcinella, and Regrator, Pantalone. Once they divided Capitano's troops between them, they'd be more powerful than ever. No one would be able to stop them. So, you can see why Capitano chose to hand that letter to Piero, right? Exactly. Piero also needed to back a harbinger as soon as possible. And all things considered, Tartaglia was the best choice. Even though Tartaglia has had the support of Northland Bank for a long time, he and Pantalone are ultimately not cut from the same cloth. I'd say Capitano made a good judgment call. Anyone else caught in this situation would probably feel like they'd been hung out to dry. His best course of action will be to distance himself from any shady business, while still maintaining friendly relations with Pantalone, but seeking Pulcinella's support at the same time. What's the point in having a tea party if you don't spill a little tea? Besides, none of this is confidential anyway. Ask any journalist out there. They'll give you all the lurid details. You'll see it firsthand if you ever sit in on a session of the Snezhnograd Vecha. All the factional strife, whether open or unspoken, it plays out for all to see in that one little room. Having a voice in the Vecha is the only way to steer policies in your favor. So, every person in that room represents a particular interest group. Pantalone, for instance, represents the financial sector. Personally, I have no interest in political jousting. But since I have a number of engineers and researchers under my command, I have to make their voices heard. Then there's Pulcinella, the linchpin of the Vecha. He represents politics itself. Everything involves him, so nothing can bypass him. Any issue that comes up, he knows how to mediate.
I'm starting to see why everyone is so frustrated with the way things are, but also powerless to change it. A complex web of interests connects all parties involved. And with Sarisa sitting at the top...
All right, I'm done carrying this conversation. Time for you to answer a question of mine. You must have known that you can get the info you needed from me. Huh? Jealous? As if. Wait. Oh, I think I know what it is. Columbina passed on my mess. I only meant you should be mindful of which side you're on. Is that actually why you didn't ask for me? Because you took that to heart? You... fair enough. It's not your fault. I blame all these politicians I've been hanging around with lately. Always beating about them. Anyway, just ask for my help next time, okay? Little things like this are no problem.
Lady Marionette.
What now? Can't you see I'm on my break? Whatever it is, just leave it on my desk.
Sorry to disturb you during your break, ma'am, but I'm afraid it's an emergency.
Isn't it always? I've told you before. Fixing the tracks and transporting ice blocks does not constitute an emergency.
The equipment in Svietlo-Laidovka is in urgent need of maintenance. With how the weather's been recently, we suspect that the cause is a buildup of snow, exceeding the maximum weight limit. The supports on one of the machines broke and fell, awakening a dormant beast and leaving many of the ice miners trapped in a nearby ice cave. Luckily, Odette's team was nearby and launched a rescue operation, but we're still facing a severe...
I guess that's it then. Our tea party will have to end. Do you actually want to come with, or are you just saying, nice of you to return the favor? I'll have a couple of people look after Paimon, and honestly, I'd rather have your help than anyone else's. Between your skills and experience, you'd be reliable. Then let's go. You, take 2 people to Podvorier restaurant. Find her room and watch it like a hawk until we get back. If anything happens to Paimon, you'll be answering to me.
Yes, Lady Marionette.
the sun! Rev the engines!
They weren't exaggerating. This is really dangerous. It's a good thing only one of them broke. From what I've been told, most of the trapped miners are over in that direction. Yeah, you do that while I check the rest of the equipment. I'll evacuate the people around here as I go. Meet me back here as soon as you're done.
brother, listen to me.
Hello, friend. I'd like to ask you a question.
Hey, brother, listen to me.
I'd like to ask you a question.
Even the most unassuming ingredients can produce astounding flavor. But unlocking that potential takes a keen sense of smell, a refined palate, and an open mind. Are we sure this stuff isn't expired?
Yeah!
I have to be getting close.
Don't go any further. It's too dangerous here. There's a highly aggressive monster on the prowl. You need to leave, now. Ah, I see. You're the backup from Snezhnograd. Well, I'm Odette. Good to meet you.
Ah, so this is Odette. She was the first member of the Fatui on the scene.
There are 5 people trapped in the cave. Monster type is unknown, and so is its location. Let's go. Every second counts. Careful. Something's moving. This must be the monster's shadow. Looks like a tough opponent. Shadow me. Crystalline Adagio.
Stay back!
Waltz of the snowflakes. Together. I see them. They're right behind the monster. The monster seems very agitated. It could attack at any moment. Let's make the first move.
Thunderclap!
Shadow me. Pirouette. Yeah. That's it.
Take this!
Pas-de-deux. Witness the snow swan's grace.
Lightning flash!
Let's begin. Pirouette.
Oh, thank you for saving us. We'd have been monster fodder otherwise.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You should be safe now. Follow this route out.
Thank you.
I've searched the area. Pretty sure the monster made a tactical retreat. Yeah, but with us here, it won't be coming back anytime soon. It may be small, but don't be fooled. It's a ferocious beast. People are just food in its eyes. It's lucky we got here when we did. The trapped miners have been successfully evacuated. Time for us to leave.
Wait, this place... There's something unusual about it.
What is that?
I don't know. It's back?
Guess it has family. This way. Run! Thanks. Let's get out of here. Everyone's accounted for. We managed to rescue them. You really held your own today. I still don't know your name. Don't think I've seen you before. I'll remember the name. All right then. See you around. Hello, Lady Marionette.
I hear the rescue operation was a great success. I knew I could count on you. What brings you here, Odette? Here for a performance?
No, a Fatui mission. I happened to be nearby and heard the crash.
She hasn't introduced herself then. Odette is the prima ballerina of Snezhnograd. She's quite the celebrity. If you ever hear people mention the two crowning jewels of the Korailievsky troupe, they're talking about Odette and the prima donna, Vodianitsa. On top of that, Odette's also a rising Fatui star. It's looking likely she'll inherit the title of the Fair Lady. She learned all her combat skills from Rosaline herself. Used to be one of her most valued subordinates, too.
You flatter me, Lady Marionette.
If she's Rosaline's protege, that makes me... never mind. There's no need to bring it up. No point making things awkward.
How's progress on your end, Lady Marionette?
Equally successful. Even if the heavy snowfall summoned by that monster lasts for another 3 months straight, this equipment won't give way. All right, now that we're done here, it's time to get out of this blizzard. Sure, but Snezhnograd will send someone to investigate and draw up a relief plan. And I guess I'll have to write the incident report myself this time, since it involves a mechanical malfunction. First, Pantalone needs to approve the budget, Then Pulcinella has to sign off on the plan. That's the rough process anyway. Could take anywhere from a couple of weeks to a couple of months, depending on how smoothly it goes. Yup, nothing we can do about it. There's a whole stack of incident reports like this back at the office.
The snow has eased a little for now, but there's no telling when that will change with that monster still at large. Fuel for heating is in short supply, and relief is weeks away. There's no immediate threat to life, but still, it just feels like there should be a better way.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Let's get back to Snezhnograd. When did you get a new sword?
I found it in a cave. It handles pretty nicely.
Well, if it isn't Counselor Tartaglia, Mr. Big Shot himself.
Go easy on me, all right? I'm still recovering from the interrogation the real Big Shots put me through. Hey, comrade, it's been too long. I heard you came looking for me earlier. Nicest surprise I've had in a while. Good to see you too, Odette. I'm guessing you guys just got back from Sviatlo-Laidovka. How'd it go? Crisis averted?
It went fine.
How about you? Any new developments?
Not really. Same as ever. Growing opposition to Project Stuja, and the usual rebuttals are starting to ring hollow. The results of the mock vote were pretty dire. Pulcinella was fuming. I've never seen the old man so angry.
That's not good news. It takes a lot to rattle him.
Yeah, obviously if push comes to shove, there are ways to crack down on dissent. But...
Sorry, I have to ask something. This is going to sound blunt, but may I?
Huh? Of course, fire away.
It sounds to me like everyone's tearing their hair out trying to figure out how to deal with opposition to Project Stuja. But what exactly is this project's purpose? And how can it be so important that even people like you two refuse to stand up for the ordinary people of Snezhnaya?
Interesting. I gotta hand it to you, comrade. You sure don't mince your words.
Excuse her? What does she mean? Refuse to stand up for ordinary people?
Oh my gosh. How does she dare speak to the Harbingers like that?
Are you interrogating us now?
It's okay, Sandrone. Let me explain. I think I understand where she's coming. If I could, I'd take your side right now. In fact, my position's very similar to yours. I've only held back on casting a dissenting vote in the Vecha because the Tsaritsa would never let me get away. Still, I have a responsibility to the Fatui armed forces. So I do what I can to make their voices heard. Most of them are just... I'm sure you've seen how much those kinds of places are struggling right now. Oh, and for what it's worth, I'm from Arepasak myself. Things aren't going so swell there either. The Tsaritsa wants to create a better, safer future for the people of Snezhnaya. But she's thinking long-term. I don't doubt that from where you're standing, but considering the Tsaritsa's vision for the future, these are sacrifices worth making. Sounds cold, I know. But I promise it's not as black and white as it seems. Maybe Sandrone and I can't oppose Project Stuja outright, but and even though we can't put an end to it, there are plenty of other ways to make a difference. I respect Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, and trust her decisions. But at the end of the day, I'm still just a normal guy who cares deeply about my homeland. And my family, who all live here. There's no way I would ever abandon them.
As contentious as things can get within the Vecha, there's no selfishness or malice behind it. Everyone wants to get through this period as smoothly as possible. The issue is that there's no way of pleasing everyone under the present circumstances. Most of the time, we're trying to decide on the lesser of two evils, which obviously isn't a great look. But that is not the same thing as being blindly loyal to the Tsaritsa. No one's got their head in the sand here. We're all well aware of the way things are. We're just doing our best to make it work.
In fairness to Sandrone, she rushed to Svietlo Laidovka's aid the moment she heard that people were in danger. And even Tartaglia, who used to only care about the thrill of the fight, is clearly doing his best to rise to the demands of his new role as counselor.
Hey, come on. There's only so much we can say, so don't press us too hard. Look, I know how untenable the Tsaritsa's position looks if you don't understand her motives. Maybe you've heard already, but she's currently leading her army on a campaign to the east to defeat the monster that's been causing these brutal blizzards. Striking that monster down will be a significant step in dealing with the present energy crisis. As laser-focused as she is on realizing her lifelong ambitions, she's still putting time and energy into taking down this powerful monster. To me, that says a lot. If she thought Snezhnaya and its people didn't matter in the grand scheme of things, why would she waste her time on something like this? Thanks. I meant every word I said, though. I wasn't just trying to placate you. I've already done more than enough diplomacy for one day.
I still think this adventurer raises a very important point. Our two harbingers have made their positions very clear. But there are many others in the Vetcha who must feel trapped and forced to vote against their conscience. I think it's a very valuable quality to be willing to speak one's mind, despite the risk of offending powerful figures.
You can say that again. I highly doubt we'd feel the need to explain ourselves so much if we didn't know you so well.
Forgive me, adventurer, but might I be so bold as to ask about your background? How is it that you can converse so openly with two harbingers?
Oh, haven't you been properly introduced?
Easier said than done. I like to think I'm not the kind of person who goes around busting open people's old wounds.
I've only learned her name so far, and no details of her experiences.
Uh-oh. Is there no avoiding the subject of Rosaline?
No, it's just... all right. I guess there's no getting around it. This is the world-renowned traveler, who helped resolve the storm terror threat in Mondstadt, cleaned up after the mess I made in Liyue, and then went to Inazuma, where there was a duel before the throne, in which the traveler defeated Rosaline.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I didn't think you two would be seeing much of each other, so I figured it wasn't worth bringing up.
It's fine. It was a long time ago. It's fine. Sorry. I just remembered that we have a rehearsal coming up. Please excuse me. I should get going.
I've mentioned this to you before, remember? She was Rosaline's most valued subordinate. But they didn't actually get along. Not that Rosaline was really the type of person to make friends, but death has a way of resolving a lot of conflicts.
Don't let it weigh on you. Like she said, it was a long time ago. It's in the past now. Odette has a very different personality from Rosaline. Give her some time. I'm sure she'll work through it. Oh, by the way, where's Paimon? It's not like her to hide away.
She hasn't been feeling well, so she's resting at Podvorier restaurant. I got a couple of my people to look after her while we were gone.
Oh, right. Sorry to hear that. Poor thing. Reminds me of when Tonya was little. She really felt the cold back then. Used to get ill all the time. I felt so bad for her seeing her lying in bed, coughing. She was so mature for her age, though. Whenever someone came to visit her, she'd greet them with a smile and would never complain. I'm sure Paimon's a good kid, too. You're a little short on manpower, right? Let me have a couple of my people take over for yours. I'll send my most capable and reliable. They'll make sure Paimon can recover in peace.
Well, that would be great. Your people are more qualified.
Hey, don't mention it. I'm sure you have things to do. Hopefully this takes a load off your mind. So no more accusing me of not being on your side, all right?
Already? That was quick.
I'm afraid I can't help you there. Our director's recent movements are confidential. Even we're not in the loop. If you hadn't told me, I never would have known he'd gone south. I assumed he'd been in Glupov this whole time. Well, I guess I'd better go sort out Paimon's security situation.
Me too. I have an incident report to write up. Let's leave it there for now.
I guess everyone's in a difficult position. But Tartaglia's right. To start with, I should go ask Alosha if he knows of any... How strange. This sword seems to be vibrating of its own accord. It's It's a very faint vibration, but it's getting stronger as I get closer to the statue of the Seven. Does this sword have some connection to the statue? But all it does is vibrate, even when I touch it. That place I got this sword from was definitely out of the ordinary. Maybe I should try channeling the power of cryo? There really is something special about this sword. I don't really understand what just happened. I'll have to try the same thing again when I come across another statue of the Seven.
Observe.
Burn it down! Hip. Hup.